Hi, whoever has time to listen to what I'm saying. I was getting ready for Yontif and listening to a shir from my Rabbi Avi Khan, who I love to listen to. He's always inspiring. And it was a shir from 2013 called Transcending Time, where he discusses one of my favorite topics. And he talks about the whole essence of Pesach, and in doing so, he quotes the Mesilat Yesharim that talks about Zrizut, which is how you translate it exactly, but when you are quick to do that which, as Mesilat Yesharim says, and Rabbi Khan talks about, a mitzvah sheba liyadcha al tachmitzena, that a mitzvah that comes to you, you should be quick to do it. You shouldn't let it tachmitz, ruin the chance, spoil, just like tachmitz, chametz, that matzah, if it rises too much, chometz is what makes the bread rise, makes it not edible for Pesach. It's that moment. So you're supposed to be quick about it, just like we're quick when making the matzahs. And the whole concept of Pesach, as we know, is b'chi bazon. They left Mitzrayim in a hurry. God told them to bake the matzah quickly so they can hightail it out of there. They roast the korban Pesach. They don't cook the meat. Everything is done very quickly. And this is the concept behind Pesach. So what I want to focus on is the fact that there's a saying, Yeshuat Hashem keharef ayin, that God's salvation will come in a blink of an eye. And that is something that we're trying to grasp a hold of, because time is construct God made for man. We live within time, which is very difficult. But there's something that I think artists and writers of all sorts, anybody who gets inspired to do something, knows that if you grab it in the moment of inspiration, if you write out what you wanted to say as it comes to you, or paint it as it comes to you, it's something otherworldly. It comes from something that's godly. When you say, okay, I can't get around to it now, and you leave it, and you get back to it, it never comes out in the quality. It loses all that magic it had in that moment of inspiration. So too also when you have an idea, when you have an inspired idea and you try and share it, why, when you share it, it seems to lose so much? It's because it's not within that moment, it's not experiential, and it loses. And this is life. And why do we say that God's salvation is in the blink of an eye? It's very fascinating, because in the daf sometime this week, I don't remember when it was, and it was talking about Ben Hashmashot with regards to Shabbos, knowing when Shabbos starts, and someone said, I don't remember who, I wish I could quote it, but the point is that it's almost humanly impossible to know that difference between when day turns into night, from when day turns in Chol, turns into Shabbat. It's hard for the human to put their finger in that transition. It's that transition that happens in a blink of an eye, that we can go from Chol to Shabbos, from something that's just mundane to something that's infused with spirituality. And it's grabbing that moment. It's grabbing that moment that uplifts something, that magical moment. And when they say that God's salvation happens like within a blink of an eye, I don't necessarily think that it's meaning that God will save us in such a quick manner. I think it's a hint from God that, people also that have life-changing moments, you can't put your finger on the exact, I hate the word, but the aha moment where it all comes crystal clear to you. Or who knows when that turning point is, from when people are sick to when they start to heal. There's the magical moment. And things can happen like that. And I know I just want to say, with this coronavirus and everything seems very bleak. It's just going in one direction, but Yeshuat Hashem Karafai, and things can change really quickly. That turning point that we don't know, but a lot of things are in our hands to do to push that along. And the secret is not to let it pass. When something comes to you that's inspired, that is something you feel that's godly, grab it, do it. Do it for the other person, do it for yourself, do it for the world. We need more of that. So I wish you a Chag Sameach, and maybe only have good tidings. Take care.